Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. The bottom here or top is her website. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Is illustrated by Jesse Reish, if I can focus that. And there is a website, hayhousebooks.com or hayhouse.com. hayhouse.com. There it is. So if you want that information, feel free. This printing was from 2002 for that book. What do we have for Gemini? Ooh. Oh, somebody wants to be closer to you. Communication is necessary. Okay, communication is necessary. Somebody, they speak your language, but I don't know if it makes you leery of them for some reason. They speak your language, but it makes you leery of them. It's time for you to make a move forward. Is somebody, they're not choosing you? What's the deal? What's going on with this energy? Because I'm getting this Five of Swords, they need to be a little bit more informed on what's going on with you. If you go forward and talk to this person, you will get an ally. The Lover's card is sometimes the Gemini card. It's showing up on their side, you could make an ally, but you gotta work at it a little bit, because this person doesn't seem to understand you just yet. But if you make that effort, I feel like they could be on board with you. Yet that seems to really stress you. Because if you go forward, you have to have direction and you have to know where you want to go. And you got to stick with it. You could win this person over. Somebody could help you move forward. Do you know what you want yet? I get almost. Almost. Part of this is they need to tell you some stuff. There's stress here. Why are you so stressed? There's two cards face down. Do you like this person? You're not sure if you like this person. I feel like you're on the fence. I don't know if I can trust them. I don't know if they like me. I feel like I don't know if they really like me. I don't know if I really like them. I think we get along, but I'm not really sure. Something about them just kind of throws you off. And you're I don't know. I don't know if they really like me or not. I don't really know. Sometimes I think they do. Sometimes I think they don't. But then again, sometimes I feel the same way. I like them, but other times I really don't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think about them. And that's why you're having a hard time going towards them. If you talk to them, they will be an ally, but you gotta convince them. And you seem to know, I just gotta pick a direction and stick with it. But that might be a challenge too. I'm not quite there where I know exactly what I want to do yet. So I gotta be right on point when I start talking about it. There's a lot going on with this. More communication cards coming in. The Justice card coming in with the Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords, excuse me, 8. Is the 9 out here anyway? Yeah, that's the stress card we were looking at before. If I can just make a commitment, that's fine. Once I make the commitment, I got to stick with it. If I go towards this person and then I decide that's not really what I want, and I try to turn, it could double back on me, and I'm nervous about that. I think that's why the stress is coming in with the Queen of Swords, is because I'm stressed. If I go backwards or if I change my mind, it's like it's going to be held against me, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to make that decision yet. I need more information. You can get that information. I think it's time, they're saying, to you got enough to chance it. It may not seem like it, but it's time to chance it. Make your commitment to what you want to do and start moving forward with it. With the Knight, the King of Pentacles. You know what you generally, you almost know what you want. Just what you have in front of you, make the best choice and just move forward. It's your time to move forward. Well, with what you have, make your best choice and just go with it. Once you've started on your path, what you don't, I don't know why you don't realize this because it seems like you guys are really creative, but you'll be able to easily maneuver things once you're on your path and you'll make that path work for you. Okay, I see. So it's kind of like, it's not about, you're not questioning about being able to move around on the path when you choose the path, but it's kind of like, am I going this path or that path? They go completely different places. Once I'm on one path or the other, I got to stick with it. You'll have a lot, you'll keep yourself very motivated. You'll find what you need on the path you choose. It's kind of like we need to start on the path. You need to choose the path. The energy you're going towards, once you choose a path, they will kind of hold your feet to the fire about it. It's true. But I feel like you're going to know that. So you're like, I'm not going to test it because they're going to give me a hard time if I try to change paths. I just got to make sure that when I go left and right, I'm still going on the same path. I'm like on this side of the path. I'm on that side of the path. I'm maybe going out in the wilderness just a little bit, but I can always see the path. I never go too far away from the path. They'll hold you to it, but that's actually a part of your success in this situation because you're like, I can't stray too far or they're going to give me a hard time, so I'm not going to do that. Once you've made your choice, though, there is no looking back. I think I've already talked about this. The Death card is saying, once you've made your choice, there is no looking back. But this energy is invested with you. Especially with this version of the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting this division of kind of like what works for you, works for them. So if it works for you, it works for them. And so keep that in mind. So they're investing in you. They're expecting you to have success, but they're also expecting to make success off this themselves by investing in you. So they do believe in you. Once you're moving forward, is there anything else I need to say? I feel like the situation, you're going to be bound with this person for a long time. But they also seem to be willing to let you be creative within reason. It's almost like if you work at a grocery store, just for argument's sake, as long as you can keep new products coming in and people coming to the store based on grocery, like there's a deli section, there's a bakery section, there's the canned food aisle, there's the juice aisle, there's the whatever aisle. As long as it makes sense, like people are coming and they're looking for food and they're going to get the food they're looking for, you can be very creative in the bakery, what you think should be made in there, what type of meats are being available in the deli section, or what type, like, are we going to also offer sandwiches? Are we going to have some higher end stuff during the holidays? When it's the summertime, are we going to switch out some of these other new things that we found in these other vendors that we can get a better price on? Like, as long as it makes sense to the overall situation, you can do a lot of different things. And also, like in the cold food section, maybe there's a couple new vendors that are offering maybe stuffed grape leaves and some type of some more ethnic varieties of things. Okay, let's try that. As long as it keeps making money, you can keep bringing that in. You can try these new things. You can see what people like from that. You know, as long as you keep it within reason, they'll work with you. In fact, they get excited, like, what? That ethnic food is available? We could get that? This person supplies that? All right, let's try it. As long as we have spots open for it and we can make some money on it, go ahead, Gemini. Let's see if we can make that happen. But like if you're trying to like sell ties at a grocery store, they're going to be like, what are we, Aldi's now? Like, what are you doing? What's going on? Like, did you get a deal? Like, that's going to be weird. Why would people come here? People are not going to be looking for ties. Like, why are we doing that? And you're like, well, they're bread ties. No. I'm talking like shirt ties. You know, you may be like, but I could get a deal on them, but they're going to be like, well, no. You know, within respect, I think you know what I'm talking about. Because Gemini would find a deal like that. Gemini would be like, well, I know we have a grocery store, but this vendor said they'd give us a great deal on these ties. And they're going to be like, no, we're a grocery store. Thank you, though. But if you have like reusable if they can make reusable bags, maybe. Like maybe we'll sell reusable bags. That's a fabric, or maybe some holiday decorations. Maybe if it seems to like we can pair that in with what we already sell. If we could put it in the candy aisle, they're not too expensive, and like people might be looking at the candy and then want some of the holiday stuff. As long as it's not a crazy amount of it, maybe we'll do that. Like how that works. This isn't, as long as you can like give them a reason, you can work with this energy very well. This energy, the point I'm trying to make is they want to see it your way, but you got to make it easily make sense to them. Because I feel like there's a lot of possibilities. Because like I know I'm doing a grocery store analogy, which is strange, but maybe it's entertaining. Maybe. But like you get the point. Like it's a grocery store. You're not going to sell ties. It sounds crazy. Unless you could be like, well, they're all size. They're all holiday ties, and we're only going to do a certain amount of them, and blah blah blah. We could get like a crazy markup, but we'll put them here. Like, and people will see them, and people will start wondering what else we have. Why not do it? If you can find an angle to make it happen, and you're like, but it's not that many, and we can make a crazy markup, why not do it? We'll put it right next to the holiday other stuff. People might be shocked to see it, but people also get talking about us. So people are like, maybe people want to check out the store who don't usually see what other crazy things we might bring in, as long as we don't make it too outlandish. Just a couple little things of it, not a lot, not a crazy amount. I feel like you would kind of like, you would know what to do with that. This energy wants to work with you, wants to see it your way. You're kind of like, let's think outside of the box. And they're like, well, I want to, but explain to me why it's a good thing. You'll make headway with this energy. You just got to approach it. By the way, your passion, that's what moves it forward. So I know I keep giving this weird analogy, and I'm like scratching my head, like I can't believe I'm giving this analogy because it sounds so crazy. But literally, your energy, selling ties at a grocery store, why not? You could get this energy excited about that. And then you just got to make it follow through, which you could also do. Like, you can't just be like, hey, let's sell ties, and you convince them to get there. Then if it tanks, then you're in trouble. That's not what I'm feeling for you. What I'm feeling is like, you could be like, hey, I know it's a grocery store, but let's sell some ties. Not a crazy amount, just enough. And then you would make that work. You would like make sure it worked out. You could be like, hey, remember those ties? Made that work out, didn't I? This is somebody who wants to believe in you, and the more you make things work out, the bigger of an ally they become. That's what I'm trying to say. Your passion makes it come through. Because it may sound crazy, like ties at a grocery store, but you're the one who could make it work. And that's what I feel like for those of this is going to make sense too. I feel like some of you you're going to just understand what I'm trying to get at here, because it sounds crazy to me a little bit, but a part of me is like, no, that kind of makes sense. So I'll see it in the comments. That's for sure. I can't believe I'm using a grocery store and ties as an example, but there you go. It's just saying you can win this person over. You may think that they wouldn't go for that type of thing, but when you get excited about it and you explain it to them, they can keep up with your train of thought. That's the whole point of this. And you can convince them to do stuff also, not only because you want it, but because you can make it actually play out correctly. Like, see, I said get those ties, and look, we sold them and we made a crazy markup. Wasn't that great? Let's do some other things. You know what I mean? They'll follow you. They'll be like, we believe in you, Gemini. Let's do it. All right, I think I'm there. I've either at this point made the point or I haven't. So that's just how it is. So thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com, and I'll send you the pricing list. Or if you are interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.